It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And off we go from Denver. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Brought down by
defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now the first carry here for Phatman370's. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Broncos nothing.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 24, Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and a yard. At the 34.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And a Falcon 1st down. Ryan.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Complete.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. He was 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Ryan able to get this to Gurley. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 22. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's a pickup.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the 2nd level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now to the air. Lock eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing his lock on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. And they hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Now Gurley. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Ryan on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
They run it again with Hill. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Ryan looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
4 yards on the run.
Another carry now for Gurley. stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. On the carry, here's Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keith Smith, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 38, Locke. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Spine. No, squeeze. Get in there. Alpha.
From the gun, it's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Block on the give. It's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another run by Lindsey. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Welcome to the end zone, baby. I don't care what you is. They can't get none of this.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On the carry.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Brought down by
and now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Tonight's final score, Falcons.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Denver, good night, everybody.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With the form, spin move is on scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With the form, spin move is on scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With the form, spin move is on scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With the form, spin move is on scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make off with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe on with the game now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill.
With the form, spin move is on scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With the form, spin move is on scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Time on, set to kick off.
Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers off off we go from L.A. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
7-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Garoppolo able to get this complete to Ayuk. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's...
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hold, absolutely perfect.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The tackle by Kennedy.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And at the 25-yard line, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find out.
And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 24. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Niners 6, Chargers nothing.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is a counter play. Eckler. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Herbert. Forced out to his left. Flipped down now. San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Richie James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. All going deep here. This is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
31 yards.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Open man is born. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going up top for Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. At about the 32. He'll hand off handoff here to Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Chargers' 43.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Coleman. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Rich Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
And 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On second down, Eckler, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Allen has it left side.
Herbert's pass.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They run the counter. Jackson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Jordan Reed. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Denzel Perryman. It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
He was tackled.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Brandon Ayuk. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3 on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo now. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it. They're happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. We knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. To throw is Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For George Kittle, incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take the knee down the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
3rd and 3.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down as he's brought down out near midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the
running on first down, Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Niners' 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 49ers' 30-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
First throw in overtime for Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Mike Williams.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
On first down, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
48-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the ultimate result was an incomplete pass. They sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Here's Coleman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout.
And it's 3rd down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one. And to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.